Hello, Potatoes, what's up?
Hi.
Guess what? A few days ago, we got our first tattoos. We both got our first tattoos. We both got our first tattoos.
I feel so cool now. I'm gonna write like inked in my bios. Hashtag tatted boy.
It was a pretty spontaneous idea. We've been in contact with this super talented Korean tattoo artist for a while, and he's located in Frankfurt, which is our city. So we decided to be bold and get our first tattoos done.
So he's actually gonna open up a store in Frankfurt near our new home.
Oh yeah.
So we're basically gonna be neighbors. Actually, I think he only started like 5 years ago, right?
Right.
So, yeah, 5 years, but he's like super good, right?
He is,
Yeah.
yeah. We both wanted to do this forever, and we have kind of different styles we want to go for. I always wanted to start with something small just to get into it. Yeah, something small and meaningful.
I'm a fan of like these huge tattoos, not like the Japanese style irezumi stuff. I like that, the gangster style tattoos. I don't know why. Just the aesthetics though.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetics of it.
It's cool.
I like the gangtae aesthetic. So I've been wanting to do like a huge back piece forever, and then also like a sleeve. So that's what I wanted to do. But I also grew up in a Korean household. I don't know why, but like also with the piercings, it was always like, it was kind of a big deal for me back then, because I was like, oh, my dad's gonna kill me. But yeah, now as an independent
Grown
human
man.
being, I was like, yeah, why not?
We both had no clue at all how all of this works. So I thought it might be interesting for some of you guys as well to see the whole process from scratch, as well as getting some insights into the work of a Korean tattoo artist.
So basically, so your arm is gonna be like this. So maybe you can actually make the design a little bit more like this if you want, you know. We can change. We can change the size and also the angle.
Okay.
Because it should be good other people to look, but more importantly for you, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So cute. Oh my god, so cute.
I also did a little Q&A with Jay, asking him about things we were really curious about.
The old generation in Korea, maybe they don't like the tattoo. They really don't see this as a part of artistic move. For them, it's more like gangster thing. I don't know how and why. Sadly, still illegal. I hope that we are going to legalize soon in Korea, because there's so many good artists. We need to get the door open for this amazing, talented artists. Kind of sad, because why can't we work in our own country, you know, legally? Hopefully soon. But a lot of young people have tattoos, you know. The politicians are very old school, you know, the mindset. I think it'll change. The generations are changing.
Yeah, some of you might know that tattooing in Korea is actually illegal. And yeah, it might be hard to understand why, but also despite not being legal, tattooing is becoming more and more popular in Korea, actually. Like having tattoos. You know, you have all these idols having tattoos. There's like Monster X, IM has a bunch of tattoos. And then there's like Jungkook.
J Park.
Yeah, huge deal. J Park, of course. Also, like even the girls, they do have like.
Right.
Yeah, Taeyong, my Twice bias, has a bunch of tattoos. So
Yeah.
it's weird that it's still illegal, you know. And they even though they can't show it openly, like it still gets blurred out, or they have to cover it.
I was very surprised to be asked to do this Rosé, Blackpink Rosé portrait.
That's really dedicated. Dedicated fan.
Yeah. Next year, Lisa.
The same person?
Yes,
Wow.
he's very kind and cool guy. Oh, I believe that they are actually taking the risk, you know. Underground or social media, they do, but I believe that they are taking a huge risk actually. A friend of mine told me that he got sued by someone, so he had to pay a lot of fine or some sort of jail. That's why there are so many artists actually trying to move out of Korea. I mean, me also, I work in Germany because I would like to work legally and I can introduce myself to others.
In my opinion, if you look at like, you know, tattoo Instagram accounts, some of the best ones always turn out to be Korean tattoo artists.
Oh, my friends were very surprised because I really never learned proper art, and I just said, yeah, I wanna be a tattoo artist. They were like, what? You know, why, how, where? And I said, man, I think it's pretty cool. I never learned art, but I can learn. I mean, anybody can learn anything. Anybody can become anybody. That's
Very true.
what I believe, because it depends on how much you want it. And yeah, my friends were like, yeah man, good luck, you know. When I just started tattooing, I asked some friends, man, you wanna get a tattoo? It was a little difficult to convince some of my friends because my home city is Daegu. Like Gyeongsangdo people are a little bit more conservative, but yeah, my friends were very supportive. Even my family, my mother was very cool with that. She was a little concerned that I might be ending up a little bit, I don't know, going in the little dark path, you know. Like, then I just told her that my vision, what I would love to do. She was like, yeah, just as long as you're happy, do it. Very cool, mom. Yeah, that's why I asked Dongin if this is okay for you, for your parents, you're getting tattooed. But seems like they're also very cool. Oh, you don't really care.
I don't really care.
Actually, I talk to anybody. Like some clients, they're like, "Oh Jay, how did you become a tattoo artist?" And I was like, "Cause I wanted to be, you know." But did you learn anything in like art school or something? I said, should I mean, should anyone learn art before becoming a painter, tattoo artist? I don't think so.
Right.
I hear this a lot. I don't have talent. I don't have talent, man. How do you know you don't have a talent? You have to try. I just believe inside of myself, like I can be tattoo artist. I can be anyone, you know. Just like you plan your vacation, you go. You plan your life destination, and then you go for it. You know, it's so much fun.
So for my design, since I wanted it to be very meaningful, it had to be Bob, of course. And I kind of always got space vibes from him. He was my little alien, and now he's in the cosmos, but I want to honor his memory on my skin. So I talked to Jay about my vision. I wanted Bob in a space setting. It's kind of a different style than he's usually doing. I imagine it to be in a cute style, but also kind of like a bit realistic, so you recognize that it's him. So he made some awesome drawings and I was blown away by his talent, and he really captured his essence.
So I just took this one, join this, and then make this design. You are having on the left arm. So basically Bob is looking at you. The earth, moon, I don't know.
It's so
all the
perfect.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's so cute.
Did you sleep enough?
I think so.
Yeah. Did you eat good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well, if you're nervous, some sugar we have, some candies.
Okay.
You can have some because sugar always helps. If you're
Perfect.
nervous, also the pain tolerance.
Okay.
It's gonna be a little easier for you.
Okay.
Right. So I just go for the stencil work.
Okay. Which angle would be the best?
I think angle like he looking at you would be great.
Looking at me. So cute. Oh god.
Yeah, so cute.
Looks just like him. Oh
I
my
try
God.
to make like as similar as him
Yeah,
because I think his face expression is very special. You know.
that's true.
Smallest, a little bigger than this one. This is the biggest, but I can make bigger than this one
Yeah.
or smaller than this one if you want. So we just compare, you put it on your skin,
Okay.
you take a look into the mirror and see the proportion,
Yeah.
and then yeah, we keep going.
Yeah, a little bit like maybe like
Yeah,
this?
yes, just a moment. You can choose a little bigger or smaller.
We could make it bigger, right?
Yeah, I prepare, you can take a look.
Okay.
see the whole arm and the tattoo, the proportion. If this is good for you or it looks too small or too big. But when you do normal position, you will probably see some.
That's nice.
And yes.
That's cool, oder?
I did that on purpose
Yeah.
here because you are usually walking more
Professional. I'm nervous. I hope it won't hurt too much.
I just do a little line for you, okay? So you can see how you feel, how it feels, yeah? You ready? So,
Fine.
it's okay? Should I keep going or you want to go home with one line?
So how does it feel?
It feels like a really thin knife gliding through your skin. Sounds great, right? But it's actually not as bad as it sounds. I think I have a high pain tolerance. Great. I'm looking forward to yours. Do you think you can do it?
Of course. Almost done.
Almost done. So pretty.
The Bobby is here.
Bobby is here. It's like he never left.
So cute.
So pretty. It really looks like him a lot. Wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. It was fun.
Perfect. The little thing is so
Yes, it's like the signal with you, you know?
Oh my god.
I had a few to choose from actually, because I've been thinking about my possible tattoo design since like high school. I first had a look at his Instagram account. I noticed like one of his specialties are like flowers, and I also wanted to incorporate some kind of flower design, so I chose a flower. My favorite flower, just the Mugunghwa. I don't know its English name actually, but it's the Korean national flower.
The size, this one is pretty nice. Yeah, you like it too?
I think this one's
Okay, then I will make it a little bit more visible, a little bit lighter, but we pick this size.
Yeah.
Yep, okay. Have you ever seen him crying?
Yes.
Yes.
After
I mean, out of
course.
pain? Out of pain?
surgery.
Surgery.
And I didn't have
Oh, yeah.
painkillers.
I believe in this, you know, energy and things like that.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm just getting into this,
Yeah,
into
because-
energies and
Yes,
spiritual stuff. I love that.
She was like, she saw the design for Bob and she was like, how? How does he know?
Yeah.
Exactly how I imagine.
Yeah.
Do one line, okay? Long day. Yeah.
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Yeah.
But he was doing pretty good. Yeah? Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Man, thank you so much.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다. Now the 무궁화 꽃 피었 on my arm. And I guess, like, you know, I'm Korean and I chose the Korean national flower. It sounds kind of basic, but it's kind of a big deal for me to have it tattooed, like engraved in my skin. Because like growing up in Germany, I was often bullied for being Korean. I was kind of like alienated from my own heritage. And now, you know, accepting who I am and being proud of where I'm from, it's like it's kind of a big deal. It wasn't always natural for me.
It's been a little bit over a week now, and it's healing pretty well.
Feeling pretty well.
Yours as
It's
well.
mine.
You always have to moisturize with
He gave us
coconut
some cream,
oil,
some
cream.
tattoo
Yeah, it's
cream.
really good.
It's really good, smells really good also. But I'm like really paranoid because like I'm usually so careless with my body. I scrape on everything and I get hurt.
Scratch.
So, yeah, and yeah, so now I
You have to be
keep it-
careful.
You have to be careful.
But it actually heals a lot quicker than I thought. I can already touch it.
No, don't touch it. I haven't showered since.
You did, but always like this.
Yeah,
With
I always
his hand
shower
up.
with my arm out.
Yeah, for me it kind of feels like it's always been there. I don't know, it's weird. In the beginning I wasn't sure if I would get used to it, but this is why I think it's pretty important to choose a motive for yourself that you're like really connected to.
Yeah, something that you can look at in like 10 years and be like happy about it.
Yeah,
Right?
I will be happy about this forever. I hope you guys liked this video and you get some interesting insights. Please check out Jay and his new studio on Instagram. I'll put you the link below in the description box.
You can check out his studio in Frankfurt also. Maybe we will be there. So I'm going to be a frequent visitor. Yeah.
I might be a regular too because I'm really into it now.
Yeah.
I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like if you did as always and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I see you in the next one. Bye!